Before the COVID-19 pandemic, almost everyone seeking addiction services at La Maestra Community Health Center came here along Fairmont Avenue. But since the pandemic necessitated social distancing, almost all of those services have gone online.
We would, help people coming in for assessments, follow-ups.
Dr. Mario Salguero practices psychiatry and addiction medicine at La Maestra Community Health Centers. He says things used to be different.
Telehealth or non-in-person services would be 1% or less, was rare.
Most of the patients Dr. Salguero sees are from the surrounding community, and they had been receiving in-person treatments, either in a group or one-on-one, regularly.
At the core of substance use disorder issues is isolation. You may be around people, you may be even in a session with a therapist, a provider in person, but not being able to connect is an essential problem there.
But the COVID-19 pandemic, which has increased both social isolation and economic suffering for people, has only worsened the country's mental health and substance abuse crisis.
Anxiety issues have tripled. Depression has more than doubled.
So Dr. Salguero and the rest of the addiction team at La Maestra, which sees hundreds of patients, shifted over 70% of their patients to telehealth.
People, knew we were there. We were able to reach out to them. For our sakes as well, staff, we care for our patients. We care for the people we help out. And also, it was a huge concern. How can we continue to help all these people out? Sometimes we need to see people weekly to make sure they're doing well.
Using a system called NextGen, patients are able to use a web browser to chat with their doctors. And if they lack access to reliable internet or a smartphone, they could come into a room at the clinic on Fairmount Street and speak to their doctor safely through an iPad. Dr. Salguero says that even after the end of the pandemic, he wants to make sure the telehealth option sticks around, especially for those who face barriers to traveling to the clinic.
Missing appointments has dropped, which is great because we've been able to access so many more people, not only our usual, say, people in the area, but even people in areas that are farther away from us. So being able to reach more people has been, a good surprise.
Dr. Salguero says that for anyone in San Diego dealing with depression, anxiety, or addiction issues, help is out there, and he encourages people to seek it out through the La Maestra website. Max Rivlin-Nadler, KPBS News.